day, ladies and gentlemen, Arise Crossover has updated once again, this time bringing you some pretty interesting stuff. I mean, we have the Summer 2, aka the Parts 2 event, and yeah, as you guys can see, there's a lot of stuff added, meaning a lot of stuff that we need to go ahead and check out. So yeah, if you guys are hyped for this update, then make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and without further ado, let's jump right into this. Alright, so first things first, let's have a proper read through the update log. That's where, we can see exactly what was added. So starting off at the very top, ignoring the UI improvements, we have a title system rework. Basically, how this rework is going to work is that you guys know the unequipped titles, right? Let's say I head on over to my titles over here and I have, all of these unlocked. Well, yeah, each and every single one of them is now going to be doing 10% of their buffs. For example, let's say this Adept over here. I don't have it equipped, but I'm still going to be getting 10% of 12.5 is like 1.25. I'll still be getting a 1.25% Arise Luck boost. And as well, that's going to be applying to absolutely everything. In the case of drop chance, it would be 1%. In the case of shadow damage, it would be 1%. And yeah, you guys get the idea. Basically, you're going to be getting 10% of every single buff, but of course if you have one main one equipped, let's say you have the master equipped, then you're going to be getting the full buff. But yeah, apart from that though, we also have a new subtitle section, the quality of life, where 28 new subtitles were added, and as well they buffed the expert and snow monarch titles. So if we have a look over here at the titles, there's now a subsection now, and how this works, I mean, it is relatively like all the same buffs, to be honest. But yeah, let's say I go ahead and let's say equip this Lucky Kingdom one, I'm going to be getting the full 10% buff, and then from there for all of these other titles I'm going to be constantly getting 2% times 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, in the case of me, I have a whole extra 20% shadow damage. Yeah, not gonna lie, I feel like a lot of you guys are gonna be pretty hyped, that we have the subtitles now, because it's kind of something that you can grind on the side now, and is gonna be buffing things out a bunch. But yeah, apart from that though, we have guild upgrades over here. Apparently there is now more coins upgrade, more gems upgrade, an extra relic slot, shadow slot, 10 player slots, 20 levels to shadow and weapon boosts, and then from there we also have a weapon boost price multiplier reduced from 1.95 all the way to 1.65. So yeah, overall the guild upgrades are now going to be basically new stuff, whilst also improving some of the old stuff. Like for example, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be really hyped about the extra relic slot and as well the extra shadow slot. Now what's next up on the list? We have some other changes. Some filters were added, max level increased to 325 and the max set at 215. Alright, so you guys know the levels over here at the stats. Yeah, basically there is a little bit of an increase now. You can go all the way up to level 325, and as well you can have all of the stats at a maximum of 215. Oh yeah, by the way, rank M+ was also unlocked for shadows, and apparently the M+ rank nerf was removed, meaning that you guys are now going to be having even stronger units at the M+ rank. Alright, then I guess now we are on to the main stuff of the update. The new content. New island, 7 quests, 7 swords, 5 shadows, a new dungeon map, world boss, relic, and title. Then from there we have a new battle pass giving you some insane stuff like exclusive mounts, grand master pets, and yeah, it only gets better from there. Then as well we also have a new daily wheel, and as well a bunch of bug fixes to end off the update log. But yeah, since all of that is now done and dusted, let's have a look at, I guess, the wheel starting off. What exactly can you get from this? Well, apparently right now I do have 3 spins, which if I go ahead and do, I can get anything ranging from, from the most common thing, which I believe are 5 tickets, all the way up to the Black Wolf mount, which I guess is probably going to be the fastest mount in the game, but then again, I might be wrong. But yeah, let's say you are slightly lucky and unlucky like me. There's also Shadow Cores over here, which is really good, Legendary Cores, which is decent, and as well for a 10% chance you can get 100 tickets. Not gonna lie, if you were to AFK 24/7 in this game, you would probably have a bunch of tickets. Sorry, not a bunch of tickets, a bunch of spins, meaning that there is probably a solid chance for you to get, those extra free tickets. And the reason that tickets are so good now is because you can literally use them to skip tiers inside of the summer pass. And oh yeah, by the way, in case you guys were wondering, hey SMG, is this pass worth it? Especially the premium? Yes, 100%, because not only are you going to be getting a bunch of different items from like every aspect of the game, ranging from tickets, dust, keys and whatnot, but you're also going to be getting exclusive mounts, like for example the Sandrake, but as well, most importantly, you are going to be getting exclusive units. For example, I believe at the very end there is a Beach Zero, and as well in the premium pass section there's also a Beach Vermilion, both of them being at Grandmaster rarity. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's exactly what it sounds like. 3 Grandmaster units for basically doing nothing, because think about it, tickets are relatively easy to grind in the game, right? And when it comes to the cost for skipping 10, I mean, it's only, how many tickets is that? 899 tickets. In fact, if I wanted to, I could go ahead and buy this twice. Awesome. Now, after probably not playing the game for like what, maybe 2 weeks or something, I'm already at level 20, which is basically halfway there in order to get 2 of these free units. However, of course, do keep in mind you do need to buy the premium. However, I don't believe it's that expensive. Yeah, it's only 999 tickets, which isn't too bad. Probably if you were to grind the game normally, maybe even not trying to get tickets for probably a few hours or something, yeah, the tickets will stack up. You'll be able to buy all of these skips and whatnot. But hey, even if you don't have all the time in the world in order to grind for these spins, or should I say these skips, you can just grind, you know, the battle pass normally. I mean, you could just do the quests and just go ahead and get the battle pass EXP from here. But yeah, I guess we can move on to the final part of this video, which is going to be checking out the brand new island. Now, probably since I haven't grinded this game that much recently, I'm not going to be able to like buy everything immediately. However, I can at least go ahead and showcase, you know, the basics and stuff. Like for example, how much the swords are going to cost, how much HP does the boss have. You get the idea. So let's just quickly teleport on over here. How much are the weapons going to be costing here? 4.4 octillion. All right, that's not too bad. And then it is going to be having a base minimum damage of 7.72 SX. Keep in mind, this is without any boosts, any rank upgrades, yada yada. In fact, if I were to go ahead and buy this, the real value would probably be around 1-2 septillion, without any enchants, by the way. Yeah, not gonna lie, I really need to get like back into this game, because like, you know, if everyone's already at 4.4 octillion and I'm still at septillion, then a lot of work really needs to be done. But yeah, what about the units over here? Big Sister, 17 septillion HP. All right, that's not too bad. What about the brutes over here? Are these going to be like insane? 5.72 octillion. Okay. I don't think that's actually anything difficult. Like, even this relatively mid team can probably do some decent damage if I were to go ahead and equip everything on correctly. So let's see, if I quickly head on over to my relics, I believe, and just go ahead and equip on the right ones. Are these the right ones? Yes, they are. Okay, I believe I have everything on that I had to, you know, as my main damage setup. And I mean, hey, I'm not one-shotting it, but I know for a fact that 5.3 octillion is literally nothing to you guys. Like, I'm 99% sure that the Hunter Key boss literally was like 2 octillion or something, and I know people that were able to like practically 2-shot that bad boy, and that was like 5 updates ago. Plus as well, keep in mind, if you weren't able to get, you know, the free Grandmaster units, then things should be relatively fine, especially when it comes to grinding in this final world. But anyways, apart from that though, is there anything much else, I guess, to showcase in this update? No, not really. I guess I could go ahead and showcase the guild upgrades, but I don't think we have enough cash. Let's see. Okay, I think one of my officers already bought the more gems and more coin stats. But apart from that though, yeah, the shadow slots is 1 nonillion, which... do guys even have nonillion? Yeah, okay, some guilds do have nonillion. But yeah, apart from that though, we have weapon boost and as well shadow boost. Let's go ahead, let's upgrade this a few times, and let's upgrade weapon boost just a little bit. I'm not going to use all of my money. Oh, sorry, I'm not going to use all of the guild's money, but, you know, I'm just going to boost it ever so slightly. And then from there, I'm pretty sure that practically wraps up the update. Now, just before I cut off from this video, just want to quickly mention, did I showcase absolutely everything in this update? No, technically not, since, you know, I wasn't able to get, you know, the new title and whatnot. Literally, it's physically impossible for me to get it within a day. At least at my current part of this video. So I guess for the time being, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go maybe get back to grinding, you know, maybe actually hop back on this game. And I think probably the best way to do that is most likely going to be grinding out the battle pass, since I'm pretty sure if I were to get these 2 Grandmaster units, it is probably going to be carrying me so much. But yeah, apart from that though, if you guys did end up enjoying this video and want to see more, then make sure to hit that like and subscribe button with notifications on. And until next time, my name's SMG. thank you guys so much for watching and have an amazing rest of your day. Peace out, everybody.